self-taught since 2017. I had no mentor, no blueprint. I've created 7 millionaires and counting since 2019. This is Infinity Loop. Let's get into it. Good evening, everyone. So there's a lot to be said, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive headfirst in and say it, right? I'm amazing with transparency. I'm not always the best with vulnerability because, I grew up and that wasn't necessarily a thing at the end of the day. Having a chance to be vulnerable, because you got to think about, I'm the oldest of 3. And you guys understand that to a certain aspect, because when you got people depending on you, it's just like you understand that you got to eat it, or they have to eat it. And because we love them, we would rather take the brunt of it. We would rather be the sacrificial lamb rather than them have to go through the discomfort. But in the midst of that situation, discomfort is where people grow at the end of the day. So let's talk about this live account challenge and let's look at the system, because what I understand at the end of the day is when we're dealing with something new, something the world has never seen, and I'm becoming someone that I've never been before, then it does take a matter of trusting the process and being okay with not knowing what the path is, if that makes sense. But either way on the journey, I just move forward. So at the same time, this account challenge, this shit is pissing me off because I'm looking like a fucking dumbass because I'm blowing my fucking accounts. But at the same time, I am a person that understands that things are happening for me, not to me. And there's a lesson in everything. And if I'm not getting what I want at the moment I want it, that doesn't mean I'm not getting what I want. That means I continue to do what needs to be done, say what needs to be said, lead the way that it should be led, even if, because y'all know I'm quick to turn the fuck up on somebody. But sometimes I have to understand that you don't understand because you've never seen anything like this before either. But I am a person that talks with results. I just think it's dumb when I'm just like, I come with results and then I build a system that's based off of transparency because I understand what the industry is. I understand why you're so deceptive of what this is. So look, let me just show you. So it makes my day easier because at the end of the day, saying it and articulating it is my best automation, because once I say it on camera and then I post it, it's forever there for millions of people to look at. And there's 8 billion people in this world. So it's just like, that's the realization that I try to come down to. Let's get started. So this is my mindset behind it. And this is where I've come from. You guys, if you've been following me long enough, you understand my upbringing. My mom was undiagnosed schizophrenic. I'm the oldest of 3. I have 6 dogs. Long story short, we only got so much time in this video. If you want to get to know me some more, watch the other videos. But long story short, all that. And then I got an 8-year-old, right? I got a lot of responsibility. I started trading in 2017, made my first million in 2019. Process has always been the same since 2019. It just gets sharper every single year, right? The conviction gets better every single year. But it's a matter of process of, I've been rich since I was 24. I have more time, more free time to think about different situations and I guess cultivate something that changes the world. So I understand what the industry is and I understand the deception. So what I did was I built a system that's connected to my live trading account. This system is hooked up to it and we're going to go through everything, but I'm just going to say it so that when I get to the different pages of, Telegram and then the side and then the back office and then what the account looks like right now, I'll be able to show you all, right? Because it's crazy. I don't know why anyone doesn't have a system like this, because it makes my life so much easier at the end of the day. But you got to understand, it's an original, authentic thought process, build, process, and system. Let's explain the way that I trade before I get into everything. I'm a trader that is more of an intraday swing. That means I like to hold for longer periods of time, because holding for longer periods of time is where I get the best bang for my buck. It's also good for individuals that are typically busy, that are business owners, that are investors, people that work jobs. Is busy. You got a busy life. My life isn't as busy as others, but it's like I got a kid too. I got 6 dogs. Shit come up. But outside of stuff coming up day-to-day life, I'm very focused on what I have to do and what the path requires, even though sometimes I don't understand what the path requires. So day-to-day, I have a routine of I do work out and start my day with a word, depending on when my day starts. Because you would think that my day starts at the same time as everyone else's day, and it actually doesn't, because you guys will sleep overnight. But look, I woke up at like 5 p.m. today, but I didn't go to sleep until 9:30 a.m. So from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., I'm sleeping. But now, look, this starts my Thursday, 5 p.m., going into the middle of the night, going into that. But I believe that, I mean, time is something that's of the actual world. When you have your day to yourself, I'm not of the world. I can't be told when to go to sleep. I legitimately sleep when I'm tired. I'm not tired in the middle of the night, but it probably has something to do that I woke up at 5 p.m. But that's been a consistent thing really since November, I guess. And you got to understand that everybody goes through things day-to-day life. There's not anything that you've been through in this world that I haven't been through, that or that somebody else hasn't been through. But it's just like, what makes the difference between me and you? Why am I at the level I'm at? Why am I the only one in the world with the system of transparency in the entire industry? I'm not saying I'm making the fucking most in the entire industry, but why is nobody willing to be as transparent as I am? If I say that I've been able to turn 100 into 100K in 3 days, and I show it, and I prove it, and it's recorded, I'm going to hook it up to this video too at the end of the video so you can watch it. In addition to, I'm going to just hook up the proof videos of me trading with somebody full time, and then also me turning that account into what it is, into what it was, the 100K, because it's something people haven't seen it before. And unless I'm comfortable enough to articulate it, you're probably not going to see it, because who going to tell you? I have to be able to articulate what has been done time and time again. But the difference is, that's what Benjamin Franklin had to do with electricity. He had to tell someone he invented electricity. The issue was there was no internet. So he didn't get to automate him speaking and telling one person it was electricity. I've automated the game of telephone through YouTube, through social media, because it takes less time out of my day. Of now, it's a matter of systems. It's a matter of me working smarter and not harder. Because in my 20s, I worked real fucking hard. I helped a lot of people. But what did that get me going into my 30s? It got me being an asset to a lot of fucking people. And there's a lot of fucking people that wasn't an asset to me. That's what I've learned. So it's just like, okay, how do I still help, but continue to live my life at the same time? Because I'm not willing to give up my freedom just because you want financial freedom at the end of the day. I understand teaching people how to be financially free is profitable, right? I do amazing shit in this world, but at the same time, fuck, I'm 30 years old. It's like I hit the ground running when I turned 30. I don't drink. This is what you gotta know about me. You gotta know me in order to understand the way that I think. I don't drink. I buy the same color sheets. I don't have to wait a second and figure out what sheet is going on the bed, what color sheet. All my sheets are gray. All my pillowcases are purple. All my shorts, I wear athletic shorts all the time. They show the thighs. I feel like if I keep things the same, if I'm consistent about the way that I approach things, then it's easier for me day to day. But that same aspect is what makes me a profitable investor, a profitable trader, a profitable business owner. You can't argue with what is right in front of you when the system is right there. So now we just want to look at all the systems, because there's actually a lot of moving parts, but not even a lot of moving parts on what you see now. It's a lot of moving parts just in general, out all day, every night, every morning, every evening. Since November, I've been working on this. Nobody else in this world has an idea to build anything as transparent as this. And I'm not going to hold you. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's a matter of me, and I'm good at it, being okay with trading in front of the world, because you have to understand that we got to roll with the punches no matter what, especially since I've already proved results. And now, this is the summertime of 2026. Not only have I done an immaculate fucking job at raising awareness to this challenge and keeping a consistent track record of my thought process day to day. I'm glad it's all on camera, because I'm not even going to fuck around and say that I remember what each day is. I'm not going to hold you. Every day is fucking brand new to me, because that's life right there. But I'm glad I was able to document it. I did an immaculate job documenting going into this account challenge, And that's what I'm going to continue to do. And you being temperamental because you don't understand the process, first off, you gotta gain control over that. That's not my fucking fault. That's not my job to control your temperament issue. That's part of what is the issue with people not becoming profitable is they have a temperament issue. They have to gain control of it because it's a matter of if we all know the summertime is chopping, I'm getting chopped up in public, you getting chopped up in private. It doesn't change anything. But you know what it does change? Me being so transparent, it changes your accountability. A lot of y'all already don't have no accountability. So I blow my account, then all this damn ass shit is high five, this is high five, da da da. Well, bitch, if you knew better, why you didn't do better? Because I've been talking on YouTube and social media since I came back. Since April, ain't nobody in this fucking world been able to out-result me. You've had so much time to out-result me. I'm fucking blowing my shit, but it sounds like you blowing your shit too if you can't out-result me. You can't do more impossible shit. You ain't made 100,000 yet. Then why are you fucking speaking? That is my thought process. But that's something that I have to work on because that thought process right there has a lot of ego. But that ego comes from everything I fucking survived and built over a period of years. I know I shouldn't be where I am. But when you see what the system is really made of, then you're going to understand, damn, she be acting like that because why the fuck are people really questioning her if she's willing to be made an example out of? Just like I feel like presidents and shit don't matter because the market was going to do what it was going to do no matter what. That's how I feel about what's happening right now. I feel like whatever was going to happen anyway. I have to be patient with the process. I can't teach y'all faith, but I can articulate why I have so much faith. But it was a matter of surviving certain events, not just in childhood, but in business, in life. Getting fucked over in real estate. Amazon stores getting shut down. Blowing accounts. Shit. Oh my God. Earlier this year, I blew $75,000 trying to save my friend $25,000. I'm a person that's going to take a risk no matter what. But that person's temperament of $25,000, they didn't have the same thought process I had. So therefore, in my head, I blew my $75,000 for no fucking reason. Because I felt like it was worth it. But in the same situation, if I'm talking to somebody that has a different point of view than me, a different thought process than me, I can't sit here and argue with people all day because a thought process argument and argument on opinions is something that's been going on before time. You gotta be able to manage your thoughts. And that's the only way you're gonna be able to complete the challenge. Because during this account challenge, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I'm not being affected. I'm kind of pissed. I'm fucking pissed because I'm just like, I'm tired of looking fucking stupid. And I have the most results. And it's on camera. And I've got niggas that ain't accomplished shit in life talking to me crazy, thinking I owe them some shit. No, my day-to-day is the same. My consistency is the same. It's just a matter of you not gonna get to speak to me because the prices only go up. You gotta be a different person. I had to be a different person. So I'm not good at the motivational talks because I'm extremely tough love. So I'm actually better if I tell you about my experience rather than telling you who you need to be. And that's exactly what this system is. I'm better at showing you than I could tell you, because if I have to stop my thought process to tell you, to make your thought process understand, to put it in words that you understand better, it interrupts mine. And that's what I don't like to do. I've always been that way. I've always been a person that worked better by myself. But I have to be able to grow with others too. There's different seasons. There's times to where I'm going to grow alone, and there's times we're going to grow together. But it's an on and off kind of thing, if that makes sense. So let's think about it like this. I feel like this season especially is really just me learning how to manage a lot of fucking people. And the best way to manage that is if you don't have any results, there's nothing that can be said and done. Back in 2017, I don't think people realize traders are just normal people at the end of the day. And I think that's the biggest thing of the industry, actually. Traders are just normal people. That's fucking crazy. Because check this out. We go to the same grocery stores. We have the same thoughts. We watch the same TV shows. We eat the same food. What is the difference? The mindset is the difference. When you get into trading, you gotta be resilient. But I'm real time showing you what resiliency actually looks like, because it's not a matter of if I don't make 100,000 in these next 10 accounts, then I'm gonna quit and stay in the fucking forest. I never have that thought process. You gotta understand that I've traded solely since I was 24. I will be 31 in October. When I turn 30, 2025 October, I hit the ground running. And I created a system nobody else in this world has. If you would have told me this is what God had in store for me back in 2017 or back when I was a child, I wouldn't have believed you, because I don't know, like it's not something that would have ever came to mind to me at the end of the day. You have to do what it takes no matter what, because day to day it's going to be the same until you break that pattern, right? So back in 2017, I was on government assistance, WIC, food stamps, was sharing rent with my kid's dad. All kinds of shit, was working a job. I had Aubrey in 2017, and then I started working at Brio Tuscan Grill. And from that aspect, it's just a matter of, I don't know how the fuck I got here. I'm thinking about it now, and that's what I'm saying. It was just a matter of documenting the process. So now I got to sit here and remember what I did in 2017. And this is exactly what happened. Me and Justin started trading, and we were sharing an account for IML. It was like $200 a month. We paid for it together because we lived together. It only makes sense. But we paid thinking that it was going to teach us how to trade, right? We didn't pay to learn how to recruit. I don't fucking like people. I like people. I don't like stupid people. Let's say that. That's the issue. Some people are crazy, bro. And it's just like, it doesn't matter how much proof you bring into their ecosystem or what you show. It's never going to be fucking good enough. But this system is one thing that they can't say nothing against, because it's the biggest proof of concept the world has ever seen. And if you ask ChatGPT or anyone in this world and ask them, can I turn $100 into 100,000? They're going to say, fuck no. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to tag a different video showing you I fucking did it. So it's not a fuck no. I'm just showing you something you've never seen before. And I'm not going to stop talking about it because you've never seen it before. You got to fucking know you can do it. It just takes resiliency. And it takes you not wanting to quit all the fucking time. When you're not in the markets, you got to go through hard shit. When I'm not in the markets, I still got to go through hard shit, because bad shit happens to the just and it happens to the unjust, right? But just like in the market, a buy uptrend and a downtrend both going to show you red and green candles. Everything is the same to me, and that's why I say trading is what I do, but my mindset and approach is who I am. I just put it in a market. And this season, it looks like it's not working. And this season, you meeting me in this season, I look like a dumbass bitch, and I understand it. But I got to be able to understand your concept. Maybe you don't have the money to risk, but I understand in 2017, I didn't have the money to risk either. 2018, I didn't have the money to risk either. I had to rent a room from this lady, crazy ass lady in 5 Mile. And her ass locked me out of the goddamn house one day. Bro, she did all kind of crazy shit to me. I have experiences, but those experiences, me being able to articulate those experiences, is what's going to help you. That's what's going to help you more than I can tell you or show you. I'm showing you on the calendar what trades are going to look like, but you're not going to be in front of me 24/7 unless you sign up to be in front of me 24/7. And if you don't, you got to look at the calendar. But that's why the calendar is so special. 2017, me and him signed up for IML. That was like November 2017 because his brother was in there. I officially started trading, I guess, 2018. I made my first million in 2019. I started with this book called Naked Forex. I bought it off of Amazon. Naked Forex now is way more expensive than it was in 2017 because there's so many people wanting to learn how to trade. That book went up in value and price. 2017, when I got the book, that bitch was like $10 to $15. That shit down there $100 right now, I think, last time I checked. It's been a minute. But you can find a PDF copy of it online for free. You don't even got to get the book no more. But I don't know. If you like me, I like the hard copies, and I still like to listen to things as an audio book. But that is the one book that I actually read cover to cover myself without it being an audio book, but that's the only trading book I ever had to read because it taught me all about price action trading. And then from there, it was trial and error. Me as a trader, a person that trades, I'm just a normal ass person. My day to day is fucking normal, but I have system in place that makes me great. So check this out. All right, so when you go to the site, NaomiMartin.ai, you're going to see this live P&L calendar. This live P&L calendar, this bar, once you start making some fucking profit, is going to start moving. Right now it's going the wrong way, but when it starts fucking moving, as we progress to 150,000, this is going to move. This calendar is not nothing like TradeZilla, or however they pronounce it. It shows my current equity, my profit this run, the amount I started with, what day I started with it, the float in P&L, how many times I restarted since this calendar been up since June 7th, and then how many days since I've been on a run since I loaded the account. You see how it says days this run, 3 days? You see how it says restart here? That means I loaded the account. 1, 2, 3. This calendar updates itself. I am not touching anything. It is connected to my trading account. It will automatically update every single day at like 5 or 6 p.m. CST. It's going to automatically update. That is the difference. It's connected to my live trading account on Liquid Brokers. If Liquid Brokers goes down, I can move this. I can move my whole system to another broker so easily. So the system stays through trials and tribulations too. So if anything happens to Liquid Brokers, my system does not go down. The system is the same. That's why systems are so important, because it really makes the automations a lot easier. You see how in June, I started on the 7th and I executed a lot in June. I'm showing you proof of concept. I'm showing you proof of concept. I executed a lot in June and this was the results on different days. Could I tell you right now what every day was? I don't fucking know. But look, check this out. In July, there was about a week I didn't do nothing at all. And then I restarted on the 18th. And then I traded here. And then I traded here. And then I blew an account, right? Had to restart again. And then I lost money here. And I lost money here. July ain't been it this year. I'm getting fucking smoked. But I'm getting smoked in public. But I would still be getting smoked in private because this is how I trade. You got to understand me. I trade negative account balances. I'm using the deficit on my account when I trade negative balances because I'm using it to buy equity in the market. So when it's alerting, and I'll show you the Telegram channel, when it's alerting you guys to enter and exit, when it's closing positions, if you're entering the same trades as me, it really should automatically just close the positions for you because it should be the same. It should be the same account sizes and stuff like that. But I don't necessarily know what you're starting with. And this is how I feel. There's thousands that try to DM me every single day. The constant denominator between the results I get between students is me and the knowledge that I give them, because I'm the constant variable. My system is the constant variable. The students per person, wherever they are in the world, they just a inconsistent variable. There's a constant variable and an inconstant variable. They're the inconstant variable. So let's scroll down. You see this equity curve? This started, look, 6, 7. I started on the 7th, right here. I loaded on the 7th, but then it's showing right here. So yeah, 6, 7, right here. Equity curve. This is nothing more than an equity curve. You see how I said in the reel that I did a $9 account. Where was it? Oh yeah, it's like $9 to 300. This is what I'm saying. You can line it up with the real, right? You know what you're gonna talk about. When I say I did $9 to 300 and blew it back down to 9, that's what I'm talking about. And then grew it again to 200. And then I kind of been flatlined ever since because I stopped executing going into July because I was getting smoked. If I'm getting smoked, what am I doing? Why am I still executing? I'm flatlined right now. But look, I'm great at transparency. I'm not great at vulnerability. The shit's pissing me off that I'm looking fucking stupid. But guess what? I don't have no choice but to continue because this is what I do for a living. I actually fucking trade. Let's scroll down. History. You remember how I said on this calendar, I can't tell you and remember every fucking day something happened, but it automatically updates once a day. Swoop. Let's scroll on down. Swoop. Over here, I mean, you could just scroll through it. I'm not going to go through all of these. But you could look at the run I started, the equity on the account, the equity change. You can see how many positions are open. And then that's it. This is the live P&L calendar that's hooked up to my trading account. This calendar and then the signals is hooked up to my live trading account. In a minute, I'm going to go to Telegram because my signals channels are on Telegram and show you what's the difference between my signals and other people's signals. Let's go to Liquid Charts Pro. Cool. All right, you see this? This is my liquids broker right now. This is the 100 to 150K account challenge. I'm not great with vulnerability because I feel like you're doing less than me and you don't have as many results. I'm going to cuss you out for being fucking stupid. That's something I could work on. But it comes from a level of, bitch, I've accomplished so much. Why are those words even coming out your fucking mouth? You know what I'm talking about? That's me. But it's not good all the time. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not good. But at the end of the day, I'm showing you resiliency. I'm showing you execution day to day, if that makes sense. Whether I'm winning or losing. But you got to understand, in my winning seasons, it's the same way I'm executing in a losing season is the exact same way I would execute in a winning season, right? I don't have an excuse as to why I'm losing. It's just I'm supposed to learn something from it, but you got to also understand, I just started talking on YouTube this year. I just started speaking more on different concepts because I'm doing the impossible shit in the world. So if I don't fucking say it, how you gonna goddamn know? How you gonna know if I don't say it? This is the account challenge. Look, log out. 150K account challenge. Whoop. Don't worry. You're going to say, how do you verify? How do I know? Watch this. This is the account challenge. You see how we broke structure right here? These trades are wrong. These trades I'm about to close, but I wanted you to be able to see it. This is cool. So watch this. How do I say this? Okay, I'm trying to articulate it because y'all have never seen it before, but I'm not trying to give all my shit away. You know what I'm talking about? So, okay, so these trades, I already see that we got a break in structure here. I'm going to exit these trades. I was already going to exit them earlier, but technically I already blew the account anyway. So I might as well show you guys on camera what I'm saying so that when you start to look at the P&L calendar in the future, you know what you're looking at, because that only shows you even more of a proof of concept. Because the real fact is, everybody nowadays is day trading. Who do you know to trust? There was a dude earlier today that sat here. He can't steal systems and he can't steal my thought process, but he can absolutely steal words that I post. And that is for my specific business because he's not authentic. Because he doesn't have that thought process. He's just a thief. This is what it is. You see this balance right here? You see how it says 1239? You see it says a profit loss of 267 and a margin level of 181. This here, I already know I'm in the wrong trades. I was going to exit earlier, right? I was going to exit earlier, but I wanted to be able to show you guys proof of concept on what this system is and what is relevant and why it's so important for transparency, so that in the future, when I'm closing 250K trades, you know, in profit on the calendar, plus my big ass flips, I don't want to hear, no, that's not real. No, bitch, because in my losing season, I'm fucking taking L's in front of everybody and everybody was okay with it. So when I'm slamming 6-figure trades, 7-figure trades, 8-figure trades on the calendar, I don't want to hear no motherfucker talk like, that's not real. That's not real. Shut the fuck up. Because here I am losing. And everybody was okay with me losing. Everybody okay with me looking like a dumbass bitch. So no, I don't want to hear it in the future. That's why I'm finna say it right now. These trades are wrong, but I want you to watch me close them. Well, two things. Let me do this. Let me go back to the calendar. Remember this number. Balance 1239. Profit 263. And we're gonna look at it together. Let me do this real quick on my back end. So I'm on the back end of my thing. I don't want to show y'all that part because niggas be stealing. All right. Push daily PNL. So now we're finna go back. We're finna go back to the PNL calendar. I'm finna let y'all see. Do 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 do. All right, share. All right. Yeah, this is what I just updated. So you see what it was when I had showed y'all before we got to liquid brokers, the actual account that I'm trading. You saw how it said 12. This is like average. Current equity right now, $10. Floating, remember it was $263, $3. So it really I guess it averaged down is exactly what happened. So we was at 12 and then we was at 263 when I sent the alert to the calendar to update, because I can update it on my own too, but not typing it in. I'm not typing it in. Whatever the balance on the account is what is going to print because it's automatically connected. That's why this is not TradeZilla. This is not no P&L calendar like y'all be having on. I could type in my profit and say I made 4 bands. No, this is checks and fucking balances right here. This is exactly what I'm saying. I know what system I have. I know how long it took to get to this system, this thought process to even bring this system into existence, and don't nobody got it. So you saw the way I just updated that on the calendar. You know how I said the calendar and the Telegram signals both are connected to my trading account. Now watch this. We're going to close this and then we're going to go to Telegram. My Telegram channel for the signals for the 100 to 150K challenge is called The Loop. $250 a month is what's going to get you into this live account challenge if you want to get in. But because I have that P&L calendar, you don't have to pay anything to watch me. But if you want to follow me, that's what it's going to take. But if you're not able to be resilient, I don't know what you're going to do because I'm not dealing with it. Look, I got $1 billion system. I'm not dealing with it. I'm finna let y'all watch me close this. Look. You see me? I'm finna hit close trade. I'm finna close these and we're going to go over to Telegram so you can watch how it prints over there. Watch. Close. I was already going to close these, but I wanted to do it on camera because we got a break in structure. It's wrong. I've been getting chopped up. It's wrong. But just like I turned 9 into 300, we not out yet. I just look goddamn stupid still. Look. Watch this. All right. So right here we have Telegram, right? The loop is the 100 to 150K challenge. That is $250 a month if you want to be in there. The outer space also has a bot connected to it, but it's not the 100 to 150K account challenge. All right, so the loop is going to be the account challenge for the 100 to 150K account challenge. And you see how we just closed those 2 GBP USD positions? It printed over to the signals for them. So let me make sure that you can get a good look at this. Yeah. So the same way that we just closed that, did you see me leave the camera? I never left. I don't have my phone in my hand. I didn't type nothing in. I closed it on Liquid Brokers, and then I went to Telegram, and since it's connected to my phone, connected to my trading account, whatever, like my trading account's on my phone and on my computer. I'm logged in on both sides, but it doesn't matter where I'm logged in. It's connected to the actual account. Therefore, if I enter or exit a trade, it's going to print to it. That is the system that only I have. Don't nobody have this system. It's connected to Telegram, my signals. I'm automatically printing trades over there. I'm not manually doing nothing. It's just connected. I chose to exit those trades. I just wanted to do it on camera. The outer space, look, the outer space is the email signals. They also are connected to a trading account. One trading account is connected to MT5. One trading account is connected to Liquid. The Liquid trading account is going to be the 150K challenge. That's $250 a month. The outer loop is not connected to the challenge, but it's still 2 signals bots connected to 2 of my accounts that people are following, right? That's what people don't understand. They don't understand the kind of technology we've been developing for the last, really since 2024. But then the website We just finished that. We just finished that this summer, and I worked on it since November. So I understand that you cannot appreciate what you don't understand. You don't know to appreciate what you don't understand. But when I'm showing you what the system is, and it's right here in your face, there's no more debating. There's no more argument. So now, look, watch this. You see how it says closed? It says order number. It says the symbol. It says the lot size we entered. And it says what we lost. And people are looking at it. When I enter trades, swoop, look, it shows the entries too. If I enter a trade, it's going to print. If I close a trade, it's going to print. That's what I'm saying. Y'all like that? Nobody has that. And I understand, but they just never got to the right answers to have a system like this. And I'm sure since I'm showing the system now, there's going to be plenty of copycats, but I've already patented it. If I'm speaking, I patented it. Because I'm not in a matter of I'm going to sue broke people. I'm going to shut your shit down, though. As soon as you copy me, because y'all got a bad habit of that. You don't have an original thought process, so you rather try to steal mine. But guess what? I've been free since I was 24. I got time to think. Now watch this. Let's go. Like I said, I'm great with transparency. I'm not always great with vulnerability. Let's go into my back office. All right, so this is my back office for liquid brokers. I'm gonna load an account going into August, but I think the rest of the week I'm gonna try to grow this $10 with you guys, because I understand that not everybody has $100 to keep loading on their account. But you have to understand that you got to do what it takes, not what you feel like your capacity is in the moment. Your capacity got to grow. You don't have no choice. All these accounts have not started with $100. Some of these accounts started with 40. So let's say on the calendar, we got 99 here, 99 there, 50 there, 60 there, 100 there. I check and balance myself by starting with a lower number because I'm a very high risk trader. But you kind of got to be that. I know people say, well, no, this person is successful and they don't do it that way. Shut the fuck up, because your ass is watching me because you not doing what you need to do. I guarantee you one thing. I'm not watching nobody else trade. I don't give a fuck what they're doing because they don't have these results. And if they got these results, why didn't they build a system? Because they don't want to be that transparent. Therefore, if I'm doing something no one's ever done before and they don't want to be that transparent, and I got one of one, a system that's one of one in the industry, why does it matter what someone else is doing? And that's what I'm saying. Part of the journey is spiritual. That's what you got to understand. On if I am somewhere I've never been before and the path has not been made because I'm one of one, then I don't have no choice but to trust God, because it's a matter of faith of a mustard seed. I would have never thought that I would be in the position I am right now, but that's not something I would have thought of. It's just something that happened. It's a matter of me being able to walk the path without the path giving me a concrete answer, even though I feel like I'm in darkness. And because sometimes I feel like the path is dark, because I feel like the path can't be seen, I do got to take it to God. I talk to one person every day, and he definitely know. I listen to a sermon every fucking day because I feel like it's a part of my daily announcements. I have to have it that way. I have to listen because I'm doing something no one's ever been done before. So you criticizing me because I'm willing to lose in front of you, bitch. I'm the only one in the world that's gonna let you watch me build a company. Bitch, you watching Tesla get built. You watching Tesla get built right before your fucking eyes, and you don't appreciate it. You want to talk shit. Shut your bitch ass up and go to work, because we're gonna do what it take over here. I'm losing in front of the world. You losing in private. You still got to do what it takes, because I guarantee you all the results I got, ain't nobody out resulting me yet. It don't fucking matter. But look, you see how I'm getting a little high right now? That's ego. I know to check it. But no, I'm excited. I do impossible ass shit. Nobody else doing this in the world. We looking at my back office. I'm great with transparency. I'm finna tag a video of me turning 100 into 100K. I'm great with transparency. I'm not good with vulnerability. I do feel like I'm better than some people. I'm doing impossible shit. Look at this goddamn system. Somebody else gonna show you my system. They gonna try to copy my system after I show you. But they ain't got shit to do with me. I'm gonna flip the account long before they get the system in place, because it took a long ass time to get the system. It took a long time. It was a matter of asking the right questions. And look, the P&L calendar, that's not even the only attraction. Matter of fact, look, since I'm being transparent, I'll show you the other side of it too. This shit cool as hell. Watch this. I'm doing things people have never seen or done before. So I have no choice but to listen to God, because I really do see it as daily announcements. Like, we had daily announcements in school and stuff. We had daily announcements in school, but my daily announcements as an adult is way more important than the daily announcements they have for me at school. And I'm not of the world because I really do sleep when I want. I sleep when I'm tired. Sometimes it fucks me because I might have a meeting at goddamn 5 o'clock. My ass will wake up at 7. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm human. I try to make up for it, but I also understand that people be tired. They're not trying to check in every day, every week either. But I used to be at that point. So it's just like, if I went from, child of an undiagnosed schizophrenic mother, I was a parentified child. I served tables. I had a child out of wedlock. I took on my sisters when I was 18. They moved in with me because my mom was incapable. They were still in high school. I got them finished up through high school, finished up through college, one of them. The other one, she worked. I didn't get a chance to go to college. I had to work. I'm the oldest of 3. I didn't have no choice. I had to take care of the household. I know to do what it takes, not because of the way I grew up, but it's because it's a case of me overcoming circumstances, no matter what the circumstance is. That even though I'm looking like a stupid bitch in front of the public, you ain't got this goddamn system. So if I'm willing to show you more proof of concept, then what the fuck is the conversation about? I find that shit the utmost disrespectful, to be honest. I'm not finna sit here and play nice like the other fucking influencers because they need your goddamn money. We're not talking from a source of my FX books, even though I didn't already showed you my FX books. We're not talking from a source of my back office, even though I already showed you my back office. We're not talking from a source of withdrawals, even though I already shown you withdrawals. Nothing makes you fucking happy. And they don't got shit to do with me. And people don't like that I say that. But nothing makes you fucking happy. I've helped a lot of people in my 20s. I entered my 30s and took off with the ground running. I'm learning how to be better with vulnerability. But vulnerability has been the word of the day since like goddamn February. Word of the day in fucking March was reactive. Sometimes that's still a fucking word of the day. I think about shit like that. But that's me. I'm very focused. I don't let nobody get off my focus. Like, people get mad at me and turn up on me and be thinking like, oh, I expected you to be a professional trader and manage shit, right? Bitch, I'm in a losing season. I can't help that. I can't help that shit. But I'm so full of myself, I'm more likely to cuss you the fuck out and put you in your place and never answer you again than I am to get offended because I know I'm doing everything in my power to change the shit for the world. Nobody had no system like this. I just showed you the live P&L calendar. I just showed you how it connected to the Telegram. I showed you how it connected to both Telegrams. You see the free group. You can sign up for the free group in like one of the links in the bio or something on the website, whatever, where the free group is. You'll find it. If you want to get in the free group, you'll find it. But ain't nobody being more transparent than me. Nobody has this system. This is a live account challenge. Because I guarantee you one thing. You waiting for proof of concept, bitch. You already got proof of concept. You already got proof of concept. When this account challenge is done, I'm raising all the prices. I'm doubling it. Everything getting doubled. Because I got the most proof of concept. So now you ain't going to have no choice but to level the fuck up or go with the scammers. But the scammers have got no shit like this. They're not showing you. And if they try to copy it, guess what? Guess who they copied? All the success that comes from the market in one way or another came from me. All the other influencers, one way or another, learned from me. I'm hip to a lot of motherfucking people. I stopped leaving the house because I found out them niggas too with scams. I'm tired of running into frauds. I'm tired of spending my money going to other fucking states just to find out they're not living how I'm fucking living. This shit makes me fucking mad. You know what else makes me fucking mad? I didn't come from a place to where I knew what success was. My family, humble beginnings. They were school teachers and cafeteria workers, right? I'm the first one in my family to do some shit like this. So no, I don't know the path all the time, but I'm gonna walk. And you either gonna walk the path with me because that's what this system allows for you to walk the path with me and take and do what it takes. If fucking Elon Musk let me build a Tesla with him and show me the process, the way I'm letting you watch the process, I would love that shit. That ain't go a trillionaire. I'm letting you watch me walk the fucking path because I know I want to be a billionaire. I know for sure I'm crossing 100 million. I know for sure I'm crossing 1 billion because this is 1 of 1. 1 of 1. 1 of 1. There's nothing to say. I've hit you with every fucking result you've asked, and then I made one to show you even more proof. What we gonna do from here on out? Now you don't have no choice but to trust the process or watch me work. Because one monkey don't stop no show just because you don't have the capacity to continue. Hey, I was watching Animal Planet the other day. You just a goddamn antelope in the back to me. I'm leading the antelopes in the front. Hey, let's get away from the fucking lions. They hunting our ass. The bills is hunting you. I had Sprint back then. I was on food stamps. I had electricity getting cut off all the time. But at what point are you going to decide that you're going to make a change for yourself? When you going to decide? It's a lot more that goes into trading than just looking at technical and fundamental analysis. You don't have an issue until you got a health issue. You don't understand that the health issue is not just of physical health. It's mental health too. It's a fucking epidemic. Financial health is tied to mental health. Look, my mom was an undiagnosed schizophrenic. I grew up watching my fucking thoughts because that was a scary situation. You ain't never seen no shit like that before. I'm not impressed with no goddamn Porsche shit like that. My mama stole a Porsche one time. She stole a Porsche one time. You know what happened? Let me tell you what happened. She stole a Porsche. Bro, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just going to talk. I don't even know how to explain it, so I'm just going to speak it. She stole a Porsche. She showed us the Porsche. She pulled up in the Porsche one day at the apartment complex, and she got an eye patch on. My mama got both her eyes. Why the fuck she got an eye patch on? But that persona had a fucking eye patch. My 2 kid sisters at the time, they was living with her, but the situation was scary. I didn't know what to do in that situation. I know to protect. So I try to fucking guide them. Well, not guide them. I leave them home. It's their house. I'm visiting shit. I leave them at the crib, and I get her to take me on a goddamn test drive. Except I convinced her to let me drive, actually, because I wasn't trying to die now. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But the eye patch was more than enough for me to say, all right, she don't know what the fuck going on in this situation. I'm not impressed with worldly things because at the end of the day, I just grew up a lot differently. And then it's just like when people start getting an attitude with me, I'm just going to dismiss the fuck out of you. So it's really like you're doing yourself a disfavor because I'm not going to take you fucking seriously because of everything I've done and everything I've come from and everything I've accomplished, right? If I'm telling you a story of how my mama stole a Porsche and she mentally ill too, you know, they tried to sue her for the Porsche. Oh, how did she get the Porsche? I don't fucking know how she got the Porsche. She wrote a bad check for like $80,000 at the car dealership. They dumbass gave her the goddamn Porsche. They tried to sue her for the fucking Porsche. And then, you know, all charges got fucking dismissed and shit. And she didn't have to pay that because she was out of her mind. I'm used to watching my fucking thoughts because I seen crazy ass shit like that. And I didn't know in that situation what was going to happen when she had the eye patch on or nothing like that. Well, one, she had gave one of my dogs back then to the fucking pound because she out her fucking mind. And then the pound wouldn't let the dog go. So I think I got in the car actually with her to figure out where the fucking dog was. And to help get her away from my sisters because nobody know. I know to walk the path no matter fucking what. And that's exactly what it takes to trade. I'm not impressed with no fucking cars and shit because all I wanted was fucking stability in the future. That's all I wanted back then. And I didn't know what would come of fucking trading. I can't even sit here and say that I learned how to trade knowing I was going to get rich. I didn't fucking know. But the only thing I knew is I had $800 fucking dollars in an account with Traders Way back in 2017. My first trade was USD JPY. I put a 5 lot on it. Yes, it's over leveraging, but I didn't fucking know back then. That was my first trade ever in life. Nobody was teaching me. IML was bullshit. Y'all know. And that outcome became 800, turn it into 1,200. Like $1,200 profit on top of the 800 in 5 fucking minutes. Then I tried to do it again. 5 minutes later, I blew my whole account. I lost my 800 and my 1,200. I didn't know what would come of walking the path. But look at where I am now. That's 2017 going into now. That shit that happened with my mom and the eye patch and the dog and the Porsche, that shit was in like 2019, 2020. All I know is I'm finna protect my sisters, right? And that was like the first situation. I didn't know my mom was schizophrenic growing up. I told y'all that. I didn't find out till 2019, 2020. So all that weird ass shit was fucking happening. And I knew to get her away from my sisters. That's all I fucking knew. Because I know I guess I'm just the sacrificial lamb, nigga. I'm the fucking wealth builder of the family. I break the generational curses. I don't know certain things, but I know the fucking process. I know what I've accomplished. I've shown you what I've accomplished. I'm not always the best at articulating either, but I'm articulating even though it's not fucking perfect. You don't have no choice but to accept that, or you can kiss my black ass because don't nobody else got a system like this, right? So I'm gonna probably going into August, load up an account, but that's how everything works, and that's why this system is so special because it's one of one. Nobody has it, and nobody's willing to do the work it took to get this system up and running. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. Let's look at the website too real quick before we get off. That's my process in my head. That's what I be thinking when I deal with people day to day, because at the end of the day, it's just like you don't got no fucking choice. If you got a bad day at work and you got a family, you still got to go to fucking work, even though you don't agree with what they saying or doing. But if you take risk, one day you might not have to go to work. My learning curve when I first started trading was like, it was like a year and a half, 2 years. But I was hooked. $1,200 was the fastest I ever seen money be made in one go. And that's all it took. Curiosity killed the cat, they say. Curiosity fucking saved me. I was so curious. Look at where the fuck I am. Look at the results. Look, the results is right there. Let's look at my back office. Should I show that? Fuck it, I'll show it. Should I show that? I'll show. Because y'all never seen nothing like it before. So it's just like, y'all probably wondering if it's actual a real product. This shit is real. It just took so long to make everything. The live P&L, that's just proof of concept. I'm never fucking speaking again on nothing. After the account is flipped, you just sign up. I don't have no words to say. Be living my rich ass life. I'm back to motherfucking business. Back to what the fuck I was doing. This is unfortunately just a season where God is making me serve more. But I don't mind serving. I never minded serving. It's just a matter of I'm tired of fucking losing. At the end of the day, this shit is fucking exhausting. Sometimes it's exhausting hearing fucking people's voices that haven't accomplished nothing. And I've been on all sides. I've been in real estate. I've been in e-commerce. I trade. I invest. I've networked. I've done so much over the last 10 years, and I'm still doing more because it's the matter of walking the fucking path. Is what's asked of me day to day. Right? And if you've never seen nothing like this before, how do I get my peace back? I get my peace back by just being the most transparent, right? All right, so I'm not going to show you everything, but let me just show you some of this. So welcome back, Naomi Martin. There's a course. There's 12 modules, but every module got like 3 or 4 videos. So it's like 50, 60 videos on there. But it's teaching you mindset, technical analysis, how I interpret fundamental analysis, so on and so forth. I got my own AI trade journal. Look, you see that? Yeah, that's for you guys, my students. You just type in everything. Go back. Market scanner. Well, this is my back end side. This is the full one for my mentorship people. Signals portal. This is the signals portal for everyone that's in the signals. You just click this link, join the loop, and then they'll take you to Telegram. Market scanner is a mini market scanner. This one is the free one that's already on the website. It's the one right here that says mini scanner. That's the scanner. I don't know if y'all saw me click that, but that's the scanner. So then we go back. Signals portal. 150K challenge. Look, this is the page everyone sees when they go to the site. That's what the page we just talked about. My P&L calendar. This is another P&L calendar for students. This is what people think is going on with this big one. This calendar is for students, and they just type in and log what they want a trade to be, win or lose, and it's going to print over to their calendar. My calendar is automatically updated. I'm not updating that calendar at all. My business will work without me, and that was so important to me because I want to be able to help the culture, but not at the sacrifice of my life. I already sacrificed. Shit, my whole childhood, I'd be damned if I sacrificed my adulthood. That shit don't make no sense to me. Mentorship portal. My mentorship portal, this is cool because my mentorship used to be on Telegram, but now it's on the portal on the site. There's a lot of stuff to go through. Site walkthrough. Y'all have access to the signals. Y'all got access to AI journal, market scanner, live P&L. This is for the Zooms. This one is going to be for the signals. And then, session schedule, it just says bi-weekly. And then schedule recordings, there's nothing there right now. Full access course, this is where the course is for you guys. Student P&L calendar, we just talked about that. This is where I'm talking to you guys. So everything is new. The technology is new, but it's productive at the end of the day. And that's what I strive for, because I want this system to stand for the next 25, 30 years without me having to touch it. And that's why I made sure that the calendar and the signals was able to go across multiple brokers, because you know how it go with trading Forex. Sometimes these niggas shut down. Sometimes these brokers shut down. There's nothing we could do about it. So I had to make sure I had my checks and balances in order for it to work. But yeah, this is where I speak. And then you guys, my students, y'all got your own student portal where y'all could talk right here, student chat. And then you can tell me once a month how your progress is going right here. But yeah, that's full transparency right there. I think I covered everything. Feel free in the comments to let me know what you think, because it is a new system. I understand that it's never been seen before, but you gotta learn how to be persistent and resilient, because at the end of the day, if you got a bad day at work, you're not just gonna quit because you got people depending on you. So why do you get into trading and start treating it like it's something fucking different? I find that just so disrespectful, because there's a lot of shit actually entwined to it. And to be a trader is not just down to technical and fundamental analysis. You have to become a person of value to get the value. At the end of the day, I had to become this person in order to have these thought processes, in order to make this system. Now that the system is created, it's given a guide to everyone else to mimic the fuck out of me, but it's gonna take them a long ass time to get to the right answers. And because y'all like to quit, I doubt y'all gonna try it. And there's so many scams in the Forex industry and trading industry in general. Nobody's trying to be that transparent. But if I was already transparent, that's why I got blessed with the system, because I'm actually recording my back office. I've been doing that. I've been doing my FX books. I've been showing my withdrawals. I've been doing this since 2017. Been rich since 2019. Did I fucking lie? Do anybody else got this system? We just looked at the system. Let me know below if somebody else got this system, because then I'll be fucking wrong. Nobody else got the system. It's the original thought. When we see people start popping up with the system, just know it came here first. It's gonna take them a long ass time to get to the answer, but it came here first. So just let me know what you think. And that's all I got for you at the end of the day. And I will talk to y'all later.